Hockey is a crazy sport, isn't it? The Toronto Maple Leafs lose 1-0 yesterday to the Habs. Don't score a goal. And we're sitting here like, boy, that was painful. But they outplayed the Habs. And that's what we had to continue to tell ourselves yesterday. On the second night of back-to-back, going up against Sheldon Keefe and the New Jersey Devils in their home opener. And you go in there and you make a statement early. And you were able just to, be quiet the rest of the game. Albeit a lot of penalties again. However, they did a job. And they beat the New Jersey Devils 4-2 in Jersey at the Prudential Center. And will win the Sheldon Keefe Bowl. I think that's what Sam McKee was saying on Twitter. Love it. I was very impressed today from what I saw from the Leafs today. And not just because of the early goings and the depth and the fourth line getting it done yet again. They were probably the best line out there for the second consecutive day. Which is scary because you're paying a lot of dudes a lot of money on the top two lines. But I love it. Finally an energy line. And this is what I want to talk about. First period, about 8 minutes in. Nick Robertson. Now, he doesn't get a point on this goal. But if you watch the replay, and shout out to TSN because they showed both that goal and I believe the Bobby McMann goal, where Nick Robertson and Steven Lorenz were coming in on like 1-on-3, 1-on-4. But what do? Chip it to a corner, get after it. Now, Nick Robertson didn't get the puck, but he took two guys with him, which allowed Holmberg to get the puck. Fired around the boards to Connor Timmins, who fires it from the point, and it's a scramble in front. And Max Pacioretty, number 67 on the Toronto Maple Leafs, gets his first goal as a Leaf. The 35-year-old signs a PTO, and he gets the first goal of the Leafs season. Timmins and Holmberg with assists at 8:18 of the first period, and we're on the board. It is a collective sigh by the Toronto Maple Leaf fans. 3 minutes after that, again, like I said, Steven Lorenz coming down. 1-on-3, 1-on-4. Obviously knows nothing crazy is going to happen. So he chips it to the corner, goes after it, gets the puck, gets it back to the point to Jake McCabe, who spins around off the boards to Bobby McMann, who spins and fires. And who's in front causing havoc? Steven Lorenz, who started the play, and it beats Jacob Markstrom, a screen in front. I mean, kind of should have had it, but regardless, the Leafs now lead it 2-0. Bobby McMann drew into the lineup. No Ryan Reeves today. So Bobby McMann gets in there after Craig Berube say that it was kind of an underwhelming preseason. That's why he sat game one. Got the chance today. Fired one in the back of the net. Great job from Bobby McMann. 3 minutes after that, David Kampf has a chance. In tight. It's stopped, I believe. But Steven Lorenz finds the loose puck in front of the net, and the backhand cheese, woohoo, from the Kitchener native. His first as a Leaf. And listen to this. 2 of the first 3 goals were dudes on PTOs. All 3 of your goals were from dudes who weren't on your roster to start last year. And you get a 3-0 lead with about 5 minutes to play in the first period. An incredible start for the Leafs. Now, Jesper Bratt scores one in the power play. A horrific turnover from Pontus Holmberg. That puck's got to get out in the power play. And then Bratt wires one. It was just a gorgeous shot. Beats Dennis Hildeby as he gets his first career win in his first career game. We'll talk about him in a second here. And in the second period, Max Domi, man. I get pissed off sometimes because I would love for him to shoot the damn thing sometimes. But he makes a nice play to John Tavares. And, JT. I mean, we know he's getting a little older. We hear the contract talks and all that stuff. He's 34 years of age. But that little cut to the middle of the ice to lose the defender and rip it glove side on Jacob Markstrom. A gorgeous goal from one of the core 4. And John Tavares gets on the board. Domi and Ekman-Larsson grab assists. And the Leafs regain their 3-goal lead. It's 4-1. Timo Meier scores late, and I didn't like this goal. That's the one thing I didn't like about Dennis Hildeby. I did not like this goal from him, just because it goes through him, right? You're a goaltender, you got a piece of it, but it goes under the arm, and that just can't happen, right? You can't allow that to happen with 6 seconds to go in the second period. You have a 4-1 lead. You're in good shape. You allow a goal with 5 and a bit seconds left, and you go into the third now 4-2, but the momentum may have shifted. Now, the Leafs were lucky that it did not shift, and the amount of penalties the Leafs got throughout this contest, they were lucky it didn't go in the back of the net. However, the PK was really good. I mean, again, the first one, it was just a horrible attempt to clear the puck from Pontus Holmberg. Otherwise, the power play did a penalty kill. Definitely the penalty kill. Or they were 1 for 5, were the Devils in the PP. At least did a good job, right? And you think about where that is, it's 80%. Back-to-back games with 80%, but you cannot be taking 10 penalties in 2 games. That cannot be happening. Shots on goal in the first period were 11-9 in favor of the Leafs. Shots on goal in the second period were 8-7 in favor of the Devils and 7-4 in favor of the Devils. The Leafs really tightened up the game as it went along. And again, that's with 5-2 in power plays. And the shots on goal were 24-22 for the game. Tells you how the Leafs played, right? Now, the Leafs had 2 power plays, and holy crap, they were bad. I mean, the Leafs are now, what are they, 0 for, 6 or something to start the season now? Yeah, 0 for 6 to start the season. It looked pathetic again today. I'd much rather than be playing 5-on-5. Like, let's be honest here. All right, what do you have physicality-wise? Okay, let's not talk about that. Goaltending. Dennis Hildeby, the Swedish netminder, got his first game as a Toronto Maple Leaf today. We all the talk last year about seeing him and the HILDEBEAST and then playing Martin Jones on a back-to-back in California because you didn't want to put Hildeby in there, and he didn't get into a hockey game. The former 4th-round pick of the Leafs back in the 2022 draft, so again, he's only been in the farm system for a couple of years. And if you go back to his numbers, right, in 21-22 in Färjestad in the Swedish Hockey League, again, he only played, 7 games, but they won the championship that year, and in those 7 games, a .930 save. Came over briefly to start 2022 and 2023 in Färjestad. He played 21 games and had a .918 save, so very good. Came over to the Marlies for a few games, didn't do great there. And then obviously last season with the Toronto Marlies, played 41 games and had a .913 save and a .241 goals against. Was really, really good. Everywhere he's been, he's succeeded. Now, when you're 6'7", like Hildeby is, I mean, you take up a lot of the net. I thought he was good today. I didn't think he was too floppy. I thought he looked calm. And you got thrown into their home opener against the former coach that didn't play you. Like, I mean, that's crazy talk. And he did a great job today. Great shout out to Dennis Hildeby, first career dub, and obviously in his first career games. That's great stuff. And of course, the Leafs win the Sheldon Keefe Bowl, so that's great news there too. All right, key players, the entire 4th line, right? Bobby McMann had a goal and a +2. Steven Lorentz, a goal and an assist and a +1. David Kampf had an assist and a +1, right? A lot of Tavares had a goal, Pacioretty had a goal, Ekman-Larsson, Camp, McCabe, and Holmberg, Domi, and Timmins all had assists in the game. And yet again, Matthews, Marner, Nylander, goose eggs for them so far this season. So it's interesting to see what happens. But I like a game like this to see your depth score. And man, I like that 4th line. Regardless if you have Reeves, but I like McMahon because he gives you that little offensive punch. Man, McMahon, Lorentz, and Kampf. It's a fun line to watch. All right, now, after the back-to-back, the Leafs get the day off tomorrow before they take on the Pittsburgh Penguins in the Leafs home opener. Anthony Stolar is expected to get that start. I would assume he will. 7 o'clock puck drop at Scotiabank Arena. I believe that's the last game before Joseph Woll could come back. So we'll see what happens moving forward with that scenario. But regardless, Leafs Nation, hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And by the way, shout out Nick Robertson. Great game again today. It's 2 really good games. And going against the coach that really didn't want to play you very much. Good stuff from Nick Robertson today. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that nonsense is down below. And I will talk to you guys, Raptors edition tomorrow. Again, like I mentioned before, I have a softball tournament. Tomorrow's video will be in a hotel. Raptors and Wizards, as they play game 2 of their 5-game preseason schedule. And that's for the Leafs. Talk to you guys Saturday night in Toronto for the home opener at Scotiabank Arena. Leafs, Penguins. Kyle Dubas back in town. 7 o'clock puck drop there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the win today. Talk to you guys then.